going on, everybody? It's Glenn for the latest news, and if you're new here, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and also make sure you hit that all notification button so you always get in tune with the videos. I really appreciate you guys, but we're gonna get into Smackdown from last night. I'm not gonna lie, they actually cooked last night, man. We started the night off with John Cena. He actually cooked up as a heel, pretty much stating why he don't the rich mall of wrestling, like greatest, the GOAT, greatest of all time, which, what they call him, which is debatable, but he is that one, you know what I mean? But we started the night off with him. He was talking his shit or whatever before, Cody Rhodes, Raheem came out there and was like, yo, you owe me one. I whooped your ass. I pinned you, at Money in the Stank, so I mean, I don't know. I know it's these qualifying matches going on. As you see, Cody, he came out on top on his, and we also had a returning Randy Orton who had a qualifying match with LA Knight, and I believe it was Carmelo Hayes. I think it was a triple threat that match. I'm not so sure if anybody else is in that match, but I don't know what they doing with LA Knight, man. LA Knight he even got pinned in that match, like, due to the RKO that Randy caught Carmelo Hayes with, which was in great fashion. But damn, like the LA Knight, like I don't know what they doing with LA Knight, man. He didn't even make the qualifying match. Like it seemed like they got a big angle for LA Knight as far as what's going on with Solo and his bloodline, so maybe he's just going to be a part of that, I guess, for the time being, because that is a major storyline to be a part of still, and still make him relevant. But people want to see LA Knight as the top dog, as top champion, already, they feel like he deserved that at least one off, what Jay got, speaking of Jay, whatever. He lost the title to Gunther this past Monday, right? Rikishi, his daddy, is he has a major problem with the booking, with the writers and stuff like that. I guess I'll say that for a different video or whatever. But Rikishi gotta chill, man. I understand you want to look out for your son and whatever the case may be, but JD made a great point though. He like, you do got other sons, so why is it that you only catering to Jay, which is true. He got other sons that's there. He got Solo, he got Jimmy, so I don't know, but we gonna get in more into that, because that was kind of crazy. But we Smackdown though, we had Ron Killings attack John Cena. Ron Killings ain't, I don't know if it's Ron Killings or R-Truth. I guess it's going to be both for us, like a split personality for Ron Killings or R-Truth, because I don't know, they still addressing him as, R-Truth, or whatever the case may be, so I don't know. Also, the women, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, they had a qualifying match. I forgot who else was in that match. It was just I forgot who else was in that match, but Alexa Bliss came out on top, so she qualified, for the Queen of the Ring tournament. She advanced in the tournament. I know a lot of people thought Charlotte was going to win. A lot of people were shocked Charlotte didn't, qualify, but I don't know. Maybe they got other plans for Charlotte. But yeah, my thing is, the best thing of SmackDown last night was definitely the R-Truth attacks on John Cena. He was whooping John Cena ass all night, man. He whooped his ass so much that Nick Aldis had to get involved. Like, yo, Truth. I'm like, Truth. That's Killings, But I don't know. Maybe he's gonna use both names for the. I don't know how they doing it, because they keep calling him R-Truth when it's really Ron Killings. So. But he was pretty much saying like, yo, I can't have you going out there doing this and that. He said, alright, well, give me a match against John Cena. And he was like, I guess that's set up for next week's Smackdown. I mean, I don't know. I like the new saying by Ron Killings. I'm in the driver's seat now. Yeah, he's in the driver's seat now for sure. He got a match against John Cena on next week's Smackdown. So, and then like I said, he been whooping John Cena ass all night, you know. So a lot of people is gunning for John Cena right now. You got Cody, you got CM Punk. You know, he came out later in the night, you know, talking shit to John Cena. You know, he actually got a championship match against John Cena in Saudi Arabia, which I believe, you know, CM Punk never took a trip like that. I'm hearing to no Saudi, no country. So I think this is going to be like the first time, you know, CM Punk is traveling to Saudi Arabia. But you know, because Cena had mentioned that in his promo, like, you know, he pretty much luring, you know, CM Punk into championship in Saudi Arabia, which he never been before. But that he pretty much was saying that's the only way you get your shot if you travel out there, which he mentioned in his, you know, heel promo Smackdown, which, you know, Cena's, you know, cooking up as a heel, I guess you could say. I guess he had a backlash from us creators and stuff like that. But nonetheless, you know, SmackDown was a decent show. Oh, it was Aleister Black, yeah. But yeah, Randy Orton came out on top. I mean, once I seen Randy Orton in the match, you already knew a return of Randy Orton was not gonna, you know, lose that qualifying match. But I just feel so bad for LA Knight, man. That man put so much work in, sell so much merch, great on the mic. You know, it just nobody can keep up. I feel like nobody can keep up with him. Hell, at times I can't even keep up with him. He be going just off the meter racks and just going crazy on the mic, LA Knight. So I don't know what's going on with LA Knight, man. I just don't know. Also, the Wyatt 6, Dexter Loomis and Gracie, I think his name is. Oh yeah, I don't know. The Wyatt 6 been a little ice cold, man. It was really no reaction. They was going against Motor City Machine Guns, which looked like a goddamn squash match, man. I ain't gonna lie, it looked like a damn squash match for the Wyatts to come out on top. But I don't know, man, what they doing with the Wyatt 6. I mean, I know they trying to plug them into the tag team division to make the tag team division hot again, but it's just ice cold right now. And that's probably one of the reasons why they trying to get the Usos back together. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to be back together on Smackdown, but it's looking like that may come into fruition. Also, Jacob Fatu, you know, he pretty much was out there, you know, speaking his shit, you know, about Solo, thinking he can't do shit without him. You know what I mean? He been making it clear, yo, I'm U.S. champion. I did that without you. I can work without you, you know? That's pretty much what Jacob Fatu was saying. Until, you know, Solo, you know, came on a big screen and pretty much saying, yo, I don't really want to do who you are right now. I don't really want I brought you in to where you at right now. If nobody wanted you here, like, this and that. And then you had, JC Mateo in the background looking weird. Everybody was making memes out of that. Some people even thought he was sleeping, but yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he looked fake back there like that. I ain't gonna lie, he looked OD fake. You know what I'm saying? So Solo was pretty much saying, yo, I could bring you in. I brought you into this world, I could take you out. So I'm also hearing that Tata Loga, I think that the brother of the Tongans, he got the hair. He pretty much debuted on the taping. So he's supposed to debut, I think, next week Smackdown, because Solo Sikoa want you know, Jacob Fatu to say them 4 magic words for him, which we already know Jacob Fatu is not gonna say that shit. So with that being said, for him not saying that, you know, that's when Tonga Loa is gonna come in and attack Jacob Fatu. I'm hearing that he was already at a taping show. I don't know if it was early I don't know if he had like a squash match early in the night before Smackdown, but supposedly he's gonna debut next week on Smackdown. And it's been a long time coming because I believe he's been signed to the company, but now that's official that he's, gonna be appearance definitely next week. There's a lot of things to look forward next week. We got that, we got John Cena versus all, I don't know to call them R-Truth and Ron Killings, because it's just been, everybody been calling him R-Truth. Ron Killings is just, I don't know, nobody know what to call him, but I guess, Ron Killings gonna have like a split personality. Maybe he'll have a R-Truth personality, and then maybe he have a more of a Ron Killings personality. But it's, that was like the best thing on Smackdown. I ain't gonna lie, R-Truth whooping Cena ass throughout the night. Smackdown was a good show this night. I ain't gonna lie, decent matches, great matches. So a lot of story build-ups that to look forward to. Like I said, Tom Law is supposed to make his debut officially. It's going to be next week, obviously. Because, Jacob Fatu is not going to say the magic words that I love you solo to Solo. We already know that's not happening. So, yeah, that's was pretty much was happening next week. And then we got Ron. I know it's going to be some type of payoff, some type of interference. It's not gonna be no clean match with the whole Ron Killings and R-Truth. It's gonna be something's gonna happen there for that match to be on SmackDown, whatever. And like I said, as far as Raheem Cody Rhodes, we already knew he was like gonna advance and qualify for the King of the Ring tournament. Everybody feel like Cody Rhodes is gonna be the one to win the whole damn thing, or whatever. Then I'm hearing we still got more qualification matches on Raw. I'm hearing we may get a return of maybe Louis Kaiser. Louis Kaiser been mentioned as a late too, as being missing, but not Louis Kaiser. Lula Dragunov supposed to make his return next week Monday. I'm hearing, and I guess it's for the qualifying match for the King of the Ring tournament. I'm hearing so. Also, Naomi, she's a great heel, man. Naomi, I love the heel Naomi. She's such a great heel. Some people even feel like she's a better heel than Cena right now. Like, you know what I mean? But I ain't gonna front. She has been doing her thing as a heel, so she definitely deserves all opportunities that come her way. Which it looked like she, about 85% of the time, the Money in the Bank carriers usually win the championship. I would say 100, but there's been cases where, people will cash in and still lose. Like, I seen that like 40% of the time, 55% of the time. So, but guaranteed most of the time, when you got that Money in the Bank briefcase, you guaranteed to win that championship. It's just all based on a moment of cashing in, But I feel like Naomi is gonna. She probably cash in sooner rather than later. As far as Seth freaking Rollins, I don't know. Ain't even no telling who he's going to cash in on, what championship cash in on. Jade Cargill, she advanced, in the tournament. A lot of people feel like she's going to advance in the higher ups. I'm not too sure. The women in the match, I know Charlotte Flair got eliminated, and it's just so much going on with them qualifying matches. We just got past qualifying matches with the Money in the Stank thing, and it just, I don't know, but SmackDown was a decent show. It was a decent show, I'm not gonna lie. The highlight of the night for me was R-Truth whooping John Cena ass all night, and I don't know what they doing with LA Knight, man, but they definitely got to do better with my boy LA Knight, because that man is a workhorse, man. He's a workhorse in the mic. He's decent in the ring, you know what I mean? Great move set, and just, I don't know. I don't know if he's getting buried. Same thing with Carmelo Hayes, man. He deserved better too, man. He been getting buried as late as well. I don't know what the hell. He was doing better than NXT. But you guys let me know what y'all thought about SmackDown. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I feel like it was a decent show. Could have been. It was good. I ain't gonna lie. But you guys let me know what y'all think.